So amazing, amazing. So amazing. God, you're so God, you are so amazing. Your mercy is amazing. Your grace is amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love is amazing. What an amazing God. What an amazing God. Hearts that amazed at your strength. Hearts that amazed at your power. So amazing, amazing. Hearts that amazed. Hearts that amazed. Hearts that so amazing, amazing. Amazing. God, you know he's amazing. Get on the way, my friend. You know he's amazing. He's so amazing. He's worthy. He's so amazing. I don't know about your God, but my God, He is amazing. Am I right about it? Amen. His power is amazing. Most of all, His love, His grace, and His mercy is amazing. He's a wonderful God. And He's a kind Father. Am I right about it? He's the Father of fathers. Amen. That's where I take my cues out. Amen. 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 We greet you with all kinds of Jesus joy, for certainly the joy of the Lord is our strength. Am I right about it? I don't know about you, but joy keeps me going. Joy keeps me going. I know the devil, I ain't got nothing really that the devil wants. He just wants my joy. He want me to walk around with a hung down head, but I will not do it. I refuse to do it. Amen. Because if I don't have fresh joy, I'll rejoice. I know joy. That's good for down times. Rejoice. I don't know how you feel today, but I've come in here sometimes and just had to rejoice. Can I get a witness? Listen, and when it comes out hot too. Am I right about it? Rejoice in the Lord. And again, I say rejoice. Amen. Not knowing anybody's condition or what they're going through, but the joy of the Lord will give you strength. Especially when you learn to rejoice. Can I get a witness? Amen. Amen. Listen, we come to encourage the fathers. Amen. We come to encourage the fathers, the husbands, and we come to encourage you. Amen. And listen, ladies, wives, sisters, don't exclude yourself from the message because you're going to find out something. You hear what I'm saying? It's something in it for you. Amen. Listen, so can I go ahead and get started? Yeah. Church, there is a word from the Lord. Amen. Today is found in the Gospel of Matthew, 12th chapter. We want to single out the 29th verse, but you know, you can go up to like the 25th verse and read it when you have time, but just read. But we want to highlight that 29th verse. Matthew, where the Bible divides from the Old to the New Testament. Gospel recorded by Matthew in 12th chapter, 29th verse. Are you with me? And it reads like this. Or how can anyone enter a strong man's house and carry off this man? Who is this man? Who is it? For centuries there have been great contests to decide that question as men from around the world compete to demonstrate their power to lift weights, to break stones, and to show off feats, physical power and strength. Each year someone earns the title the world's strongest man. Now historically there has always been a quest for a strong man in the African American community. The presence of strong men helped our families survive slavery and the Great Depression and the Civil Rights era. However, that presence has always been under attack by social and political forces designed, supported by an invisible power that seems to help him to stand despite efforts to bring him down. Our community has a vested interest in developing families headed by strong men. We must invest in them professionals and the thousands of venues exercise a great influence over the boys and the young men professionals, but love their wives, protect their families, and mentor their children are the immediate front line of this quest. There is no role model more influential than that of a strong man in his house. You can't be strong in the house when you're always outside. Do y'all remember when Barack Obama was campaigning for president? We saw him risk angering the good with his wife and demanding that his children not be commercialized with dolls bearing their names. It was an example of a strong man in action. Not as the president, but as the leader and protector of his family. The quest is for every wife or child to say, the strongest man I know is my daddy or my husband. For years, there has been an effort afoot to destroy the strong black men. Yet he continues to rise. Black men are still graduating from universities and championing causes and creating new products, succeeding in business and excelling in sports, despite efforts to denigrate us and to minimize our influence. Despite attempts to destroy all black men, still we rise. How is it so? How is it so? How is it that many black men, when as boys, are targeted for special education by the 4th grade, encountering police officers by the age of 12, begin failing in school by the 7th grade, drop out of by the 10th grade and see the inside of a jail or get killed before they're 30 years old. How is it that with so much negative happening, and they was criticizing that Jesus was actually the devil in disguise, casting out devils from people, and Jesus facing his critics? You don't have to run from them. Just have a word for them. Facing his critics, Jesus said, a house divided against himself, cannot stand. He characterized the devil as a strong presence, and anyone who planned to displace him had to find a way to strip him of his power to do so. He used this illustration to note that since he was speaking against Satan, and casting out devils, he was so far from being in league with Satan. To the contrary, he was openly opposed to him. And in making this case now, Jesus described the nature of anyone who is strong. To anyone who is strong. How can one enter a strong man's house and plunder his goods and carry them away except he first ties up the strong man? And then he may do what he pleases with his goods. But first you got to tie me up, player. I'm not easily tied. Say amen, somebody. He compares Satan's power over the world to the same influence that a strong man has over his household. As the Messiah, Jesus came to strip Satan of his influence and take possession of the people and the things he controlled. In the name of our God. Jesus is the strongest man that I know. As he explained the nature of his mission, that is to defeat Satan, Christ also described the nature of any person who is a strong one and what would be necessary to destroy that person. In other words, if they can't tie you up, they can't destroy you. So you'll catch it when you get home. To destroy a strong man, it would be necessary to find a way to tie his hands and render him helpless. Once the strong man is made powerless, however, his possessions can be taken away or spoiled once he's made powerless. I'm glad that the Lord said after the Spirit comes upon you, you shall have power. Can I get a witness? And just because you got power today don't mean you'll have it tomorrow. Because anybody know if you keep on using power, you deplete your power. Can I get a witness? You have to get restored. And so every day you ought to ask God, fill you with his spirit, fill you with his power. Some of us still trying to make it on when we first saw the light. Listen, Christ encouraged all believers to believe, all believers to hope that whatever power Satan might usurp and exercise in the souls of men, that Christ, by his grace, could break it. In this way, some of the worst sinners were justified and sanctified and became the best of saints. They became strong ones, unmovable and unshakable, sanctified by the power of our God. Again, fathers, are you the strong man in your house? Strong men in their houses are not intimidated by strong women in the house. That was a bonus right there. They're not intimidated by a strong woman. Can I get a witness? Amen. Now, to measure the strength of the Father, can I go on? Listen, to measure the strength of the Father, you must first measure the man. Y'all get that? Oh, well, let me go a little deeper. Because I believe that is the problem today. Women are trying to measure whether or not a man will make a good, strong father before they measure the strength of the man. Ladies, I'm I'm talking to the ladies now. Ladies, please know, please know that if you measure the man first and find him a strong man, he will be a strong father.